So I just did a video mentioning I had a little crush at camp, which turned into a little fling, but they live quite a ways away, several states away. So it was just kind of a temporary thing, but I learned something there, which is the potency of oxytocin, which it doesn't even have to come from something sexual. It can be just physical touch in the form of affection. And as human beings, that is like so vital to our like disposition, our well-being in life. And I just never gave enough credence to that until like over a year of not having, most of my life not having it. And I'm like, wow, I'm really not that like I'm a pretty excited person, like naturally. Like I wouldn't say I'm naturally depressed, but as a human, without that oxytocin, I get definitely depressed. Oh, look at this guy. I don't know if you saw him. Oh, here he is. There he goes. I don't know what that was. That was really cute. Well, I haven't ever seen a little squirrel-looking creature like that. But, yeah, so I've just experienced a recipe for depression, which is lack of, physical touch and having my career and dreams not really take off despite all my efforts. And then even with any of my work, just all the fatigue I get naturally. It just makes it really heavy, really hard. And it's been that way in my sober years, in my years being addicted, which I'm still a bit addicted to kratom, but I've been working hard to taper. And I'm like down to 15 grams a day, which is like so much better than, it's upward of 60 grams a day, which I was doing this last winter. It took me a long time to get down, and a lot of work, and a lot of misery. I mean, it does help me in some ways. I don't think kratom's evil, but just what I was going through, just the onslaught of that, that causality of that disposition of like needs not being met and not having healthy levels of oxytocin. And that's such a recipe for depression. Oh yeah, and then addiction. And that's and that leads to addiction. And then it's such a recipe for depression, and it's chronic, and it's like so heavy and heartbreaking. Like everyday crying heartbreaking. And yeah, it's like I feel so claustrophobic and have so much anxiety being here, even though it's not that bad. Like, I have it externally, I have it pretty good. Sure, I haven't had a huge amount of success, but I can still make some money. I go out busking, I do yard work for people. And even those easy things are like difficult for me a lot of the time, because I'm just heavy. I feel heavy, I feel down. And it's the same heaviness I had when I was sober and also heartbroken. Like, I've never been fully out of the heartbreak, and it's heartbreaking, so heartbreaking, so sad. Like, I don't want to feel that anymore. I don't want that disposition. I'm subjected to it. I'm involuntarily subjected to it. I don't know what to make of that, but I'm gonna be leaving. I'm gonna be leaving because I just can't. I'm gonna be leaving this place. I'm gonna be just living in my car. I'm gonna travel around. I'm gonna just wing it, because I don't know what to do, and I just can't be here anymore. I just wake up with so much anxiety. I can't find help as far as inpatient. I would need some serious help to get completely out of all addictions. which it's not like I'm on anything really strong, but I still like need, I take some cannabis in the evening that does help with my anxiety. I take a bit of kratom in the morning and in the evening, and I still take the nicotine pouches. So I'm pretty much addicted to 4 things, including coffee. 4 addictions. Not the worst addictions, not really. Like, I'm quite functional, and I use the addictions not so much to escape, but to be functional. That's my intent behind it, and it does help. But I don't like being addicted. Like, feeling like lousy when you need more, you know? So, yeah, I could speak so long on heartbreak, and I don't want to do that. It's so depressing. But in this day and age, like, people can't maintain the honeymoon phase, and somehow I've had a special gift of being able to do that, and haven't met anyone else who can, so they kind of like, expire on the whole crush, and they're like, oh, I'm done. And it just really hurts, and I wish it didn't hurt so much, because it seems fine for it to be that way, but I don't think it should feel so horrible for me, and yet it does. And I don't think it should, but I don't really have a choice on how something feels. Like, I could want something to feel good, and I've always thought through life, like when I was a caregiver, I'm like, this is tough work, but I think I can adapt to this. I can evolve and grow into it. But in my experience, the opposite has happened. I've only become less tolerant. It's become more difficult over the years, and that is so depressing. So depressing. And it makes me just want to, it's like almost every day I'm like, or I could just die. Yeah, whatever, it's negative, but it's like if you went through it, you would be like the same. It's actually a miracle I feel like I'm still around. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm being cowardly and disrespectful to myself for not leaving this plane of existence, because it's just so antithetical to who I am, and it's almost like I'm disrespecting myself for allowing this to continue to me, which is quite antithetical to how people would see that experience, quite antithetical. Or like, no, it's cowardly to commit your own end, like to end your life. It's like, no, that takes a lot of courage, actually. So yeah, it's cowardice and courage, I guess. But it's also cowardice not to. So I'm pretty neutral on it. And I scoff at lots of opinions. But I lightheartedly scoff. I don't extremely resent. And you know what's interesting? This is also what I want to say, going back to the oxytocin thing. Since that little dose of oxytocin that I got from having a little, 3-day fling, I haven't really been that frustrated, in traffic or anything. I just kind of I notice it's like I still feel bad about stuff, but it doesn't make me crazy. It probably will again after long enough, but having a certain amount of that, it actually lasts multiple days, even though I haven't seen that person in 4 days, and it only lasted 3 days. That was very powerful for me, and it made me realize, I'm like, wow, I'm not really depressed, I'm just deprived. And I'm in oxytocin deprivation, and it's miserable. It's horrible. It makes all these really nice things in life not so fun. It's like when you're missing a vital element to your chemistry. People don't realize how powerful these molecules and chemicals our receptors and these things that bind to them, like how powerful that is on your felt experience. I've had very good times of ecstasy, not that many, but I've experienced it, and I've had so many times of feeling so down. And so I know just the extremes of how powerful chemistry is to our felt presence of experience. And that's what I want to say today. And for anyone else going through the deprivation of oxytocin, I really feel for you. I really, it helps me have more compassion. It really does. And yeah, I have a lot more compassion than I used to. Instead of being upset for things not going right, I have more compassion because I realize people can't help it. Everyone's a victim to their own thing. Like, it's like you could sincerely be like, it's like I was high from that experience with you, and it's like an eye-rolling thing, but actually a sincere truth that instead of an eye-rolling thing, it should have been a blushing thing. But because we're so numb and desensitized, it's like people just take it as cheap. They take it as cheap, which is really sad. And so it's so difficult existing here. And I make these videos so I can remember, and so I can just put it out there into the consciousness, the collective consciousness of basically the data that I have harvested from my own experience. So, yeah, even a lifetime of pain can have its joys. And any day could be the day that you are the lucky winner of death, and that it's all different one day. It's all going to be different. Everything. But the affirmation that I keep coming back to is today could also be the day something extraordinary happens. Extraordinary.